how to develop class, how to develop caliber. That is exactly what we're going to be discussing in today's video. Welcome, my name is Karina and I make videos about money, women, and power. And most importantly, I wanted to let you know about an online live event I am having. It is the Unspoken Secrets to Becoming a $1 Million Woman. We're going to be talking about our appearance, of course, education, business building, networking, so many different things. So you can register at intoamillylady.com/live. The tickets are on early bird sale right now and they will be increasing in price every single week. So I'm very, very excited to see you at this online live event and we can all become the best version of ourselves. So now let's move on to this video, and that is what is high caliber, how to develop it, how to increase our class. And this is not for the purpose of even necessarily pleasing others. It's to give yourself the best possible advantage to have a first class life, which is again what I teach on this channel. And by developing any or multiple of these 6 skills I'm going to talk about, you can really guarantee that you are rising higher. The first one is travel. You can sit in a classroom and study cultures all day long, which is actually also beneficial, but nothing will open your horizons as much as travel. It doesn't have to be anything luxurious. You don't have to stay at the highest hotels. You don't have to fly first class. I know that's what a lot of social media is kind of putting out there. Just travel in general will really open your mindset. You will see different cultures. You will see how other people interact, what the distinctions are between them and you. And honestly, it will give you more ideas for your business, for your personal life, for everything. And I know that sounds strange because you may think, how is traveling going to help me with business? But even for me personally, every time I travel, I notice that just my mind opens up so much more and I feel so much more inspiration to proceed with tasks. It's almost like a reset button in your mind, being in a new environment and a new place. And the reason why this is also helpful is when you are networking or building relationships with people, you will have so many other experiences that you can add on to the conversation. I mean, people love stories. So the second thing on how to increase your caliber, your talent. To some, it may come natural. Maybe you are very good at singing or you've been taught musical instruments from an early age, so you already have that. But not everybody has that, of course. Talent actually can get developed. It really also falls back on your passion, what you actually enjoy doing. But having a certain talent that makes you happy and that you can work on and develop as time goes by will really put you at a high advantage. And this is actually a very lost point these days, right? If you develop these skills, again, it will make you seem like a more interesting person, and again, it will motivate you to reach higher levels of life because this is something that you are constantly working on. And I feel like in today's society too, with so many ways to turn off your mind and aimlessly watch TV for a long time, maybe scroll through Instagram, it's really easy to not work on other abilities that you may have. It's really easy to just relax and just waste time. But developing these skills is just going to really, really benefit you. The next one is your education. This one is, of course, difficult, just like every other one that I'm mentioning. This one really requires a very long time. I know this because I've done this. I was actually pre-med. I have my bachelor's of science in biology, and it was a lot of work. I also did lab work for 2 years. I worked in an Alzheimer's lab, so I was dissecting microglial cells in mice and running experiments on them. I don't per se use them right now, obviously. My career went on a completely different path, but the discipline that I've built going through years of education really developed me as a person, right? Because it takes a lot of effort to try to get high marks in your classes. You have to really discipline yourself to sit down to study, and it really works on life skills. It really teaches you time management and so many other things. Perhaps you will use your education to take you to the next level, which I will talk about next, but if not, it's still a very good thing to have if you are going in that direction. So there's a huge thing going on now where people are saying that you don't necessarily need college, and while that is true, if you are starting your own business and you're successful in other avenues, if you don't have a plan to how to be financially free or a different career that's actually prosperous, then perhaps education is something you should consider. And the next thing that your education can potentially lead you to that will also make you a high caliber woman is your career or potentially a business, whichever one you choose. And both of them are great options. I firstly chose the career path. I really strongly wanted to be a doctor. And then I realized that I had other goals that I wanted to accomplish, such as traveling and family and other things, and I decided to take the business route. I realized that my type of personality is better to have kind of my own control over things. I didn't really want to ever work under somebody, so that's why I chose to start my own business. But with my education, obviously I was given the opportunity, if I were to take it, to start a career. And both of those things obviously are very prosperous and will help guide you along the way. You always want to have control of your life. You don't want to feel helpless. You don't want to feel powerless. You don't want to feel like someone else has control of you. And developing a little of these, or one really strongly, whichever you prefer, will just help you feel that confidence that you can really take your life to whatever direction you want to. You don't have to worry about kind of small payments if you have a stable career or a stable business. And that's why it's important to advance yourself as a woman in all of these things, as opposed to just kind of letting life happen to you. And the next one is passion. This one is one of my favorites. You can have micro passions, you can have one huge passion, but it is so important to have a passion. Maybe your passion is your career, your family, maybe it's your business, maybe your passion is your talent, you're good at something. But having passion really fuels your soul, your mind, your heart, and it lets you be in a more positive state of mind, which essentially allows you to do so many other things successfully and in a good state. Like I said, a lot of people think that the end all be all goal, right? When they achieve something they really want, they're going to feel happy then, they're going to feel passion then. But that's actually not true. You have to learn to enjoy everything you're doing right now in this moment, because life is just that. It's a progression of maybe successes, failures. When you reach the ultimate destination, which actually you never reach because you always want more, you can't wait your whole life to be happy then, because then you're wasting your life. So you have to fuel your life with these either micro passions or big passions, but they will really pay off, and perhaps they will actually turn into other avenues. They could lead to potential travel, maybe they can lead to a potential career or a potential business. All of that is just really positive and ignites your soul. Our last point on how to develop caliber and to develop class. And high caliber women, all of them have this. And perhaps sometimes you have to fake it to make it, but you have to have this in order to really go anywhere positive in life. And that is having self-respect. This doesn't have to do anything with finances or, again, expensive items. It has to do with the way you treat yourself, the way you perceive yourself, and the boundaries you set with other people. For example, not letting them waste your time, not being hung up on people that are not good for you. You respect yourself, and when you present yourself with that kind of boundary of, I'm not going to deal with anything that disrespects me, then you don't allow others to do the same for you. When that happens, again, you just set a higher bar for your life, and that will take you to higher places. When you only expect the best for yourself, then honestly, you just don't allow any other negative things to come into your life, because you just simply don't have that expectation. Everything you do, you should be aiming to have a first-class life. And that really does begin with respecting yourself and believing that you deserve that. Maybe you have one of these, or if you don't, that's completely okay. It's great to develop these. And a great way to develop these and talk more about becoming high caliber and a $1 million woman is at my live online event that you can get at intomillilady.com/live. I will see you there. Subscribe to this channel, like the video, and I will see you in the next one.